Yeah, TGIF. Happy Friday, y'all. Hope everybody's having a good Friday morning. It's going to be a beautiful day here today, at least for a little while. And then I think we got some rain coming in. But I'm almost I'm almost happy to see a little bit of rain because the pollen is really kicking in. The trees are budding out, and my truck's turning yellowy green, and coughing and sniffling and runny eyes and all that. You think you got something else, and it's just from the pollen. So, anywho, hope y'all are doing well this morning. Let's see who we got over in the chat here. We have Janet Moore says, "Dang, this is up early. Good night and good morning." Oh, I guess she's talking about because I put it up there yesterday. Yeah, I always try to post the thing for the coffee session the night before, so I don't have to get up in the morning and rush around and do it. It's already there. Big D in the house. TGIF, Dave and everyone. Thumbs up. Happy Friday. 61, heading to 62 here in charming Brooklyn, Michigan. All righty. And he's over there on the Facebooks too. Good to see you, Dave. Troy Pritchard says, "Good morning, everybody. Thumbs up. Happy Friday." Appreciate that, Troy. Yeah, see, I've already got a few thumbs up over there. I appreciate that. Wilson Rubob's in the house. Says, "Good morning, Big D." Troy, thumbs up. Steve Gronsky is over on Facebook, or I'm sorry, YouTube. Says 41 degrees with a high of 45 called for. Thumbs up, Dave. Have a fabulous Friday. I plan on having a pretty good one. I'll be playing around out in the shop, so that makes for a pretty good day. Says, "Good morning, Steve. Have you gotten a lot of rain your way? Here in Collinsville, we had 5 3/8. Man, that's a lot of rain. You have flash flooding and stuff too. That's a ton of rain right there." Paul Stewart, good morning. Supposedly getting up to 78 degrees today outside Philadelphia. All right, well, good. Good morning to you, Paul. Earl Walker's here too. He says, "Morning, everyone. 61 degrees and winter not over. Going down to high 20s for tomorrow." Big thumbs up. Man, high 20s. That's enough of that. Let's see. Kevin L's keeping his streak alive. How you doing, Kevin? Good to see you on here. Larry Galt says, "Good morning. For some reason, the coffee session is getting hard to find on YouTube." They're trying to squeeze me out, Larry. I guess. I don't know. I done scrolled up now. I done lost where this stupid thing. Okay, here we go. There's Matt, Awesome Wood Things Haas. Hello, everyone. I can't stay. Meeting. Don't they know you're supposed to be, staying away from people? Y'all keep having those silly meetings. Appreciate you dropping the like there, Matt. You're the man, buddy. Steve at Toronto says, "Morning. Had to search on YouTube again. Something going on with something." Yeah. I'll let you know when, because I always get an email too when it says I'm live. I wonder how long it's going to take. It's not over there yet. Like I said, I think I mentioned this yesterday. YouTube has said that because of this corona thing, they're going to be having less staff on hand. So a lot of things that get a human to review them will now, I guess, be by robot or whatever. But I don't know if that would have anything to do with that or not. But yeah, weird stuff going on. George A. Throfus is over there on Facebook. Good start to the day. Good morning, sir. How is everything over there on Facebook? I actually opened it up today. Looks like it's rolling all right over there. Any buffering or anything over there? Uh, let's see. Bart Bixel says TGIF and top of the morning to all. I think they should put the thumbs up icon first in the pick list. Dave, your orange shirt is looking bright today. Well, it's probably I try to brighten things up a little bit. Try to. Mark Graves is here on Facebook. Says having fun. Last day at work for a couple of weeks. Yeah, going into that home quarantine stuff. Maybe you'll get lots of shop time, Mark. Gary Hammett's here this morning. How you doing, Gary? Hitch Hamilton's here as well. How you doing, Hitch? My buddy Jim Senecolin says top of a rainy morning. Yeah. Jerry Brown's over there on the Facebook says, I got a few jobs finally. I may be going to work today. All right. Well, just be careful. Wash your hands. A bunch. That's all I can tell you. Wash your hands a bunch. Mike Reynolds, morning, Dave and company. Thumbs up. Happy Friday. Thank you, Mike. I appreciate you. First full day of spring. Yes, indeed it is. And the pollen is really floating around here. I don't know if y'all get that down there in Southwest Florida or not, Hitch, but it is starting to kick it up a notch. But I mean, I look out there at my porch railing and it's all green looking. So we get that little rain this afternoon. Maybe it'll wash some of that away. I hope so. Anyway, where'd I go? J Fabrications is here. Good morning, all in Goodyear, Arizona. How you doing? Dixon Hoffman, happy first day of spring. It's snowing here. Well, that doesn't seem right. Something's wrong with that. All right, let's see. He's talking to Wilson Rubon. Says, yes, we got quite a bit. I don't measure it, but lots. He's talking about rain in Oklahoma. Grant Clark, good Friday morning, all. How you, Grant? Good to see you. Dave said, I misspoke about the temp. The temp is dropping around to 40-ish. Johnny's over there doing a Facebook check. 1, 2. Appreciate you, Johnny. Janet says, no buffering, but some of the YouTube folks are showing no avatar. Yeah. Well, I think the way it works is when they go to join this, or I forget how it goes. But anyway, I think they have to give permission to show their picture or something like that. Some of them may not, or maybe some of them just don't have an avatar and they have like a plain one like that. George says, at the moment, Facebook is receiving you loud and clear in Michigan. Now, see, I like when they have a picture like that. George got a good picture right there. Good picture. Barry Curtis in the house. How you doing, Barry? Hope you're doing well. Larry says, temps took a dump. High 59 today, 53 tomorrow. Yeah. Man, we got up like 80 yesterday. I've had twice now. I've had to turn the air on. In fact, I've got the air on right now. It's not running, but I didn't even turn it off last night in case it got hot, because I think the low was only like 60 or something like that here. Wild Bill Larson's in the house. Good morning, everybody. Making the best of these days, practicing lead guitar, and glad to be alive. Life has more good than bad. Hope everyone is well and living like you mean it. Yeah. Yeah, the news and all is if you let it get to you, it can get you all bummed out and everything. And I just turn it off. I refuse to be depressed and worried about stuff that I don't have any control over. I'm going to stay here and play in my little shop and have fun and If the corona gets me, it gets me. I don't care. Dave, if you're home by yourself, such as I, and don't get out, do you need to continuously wash your hands? Well, I know where my hands have been. Um, and and it doesn't do much good, I guess, for the germaphobes out there, for me to wash my hands and then come right out and pet the dog. So uh, I wash my hands, but only because I get them dirty. I'm not really, because if I'm just right here, I know what I got going on around here. So, Andy Marshall's here. Cheeky monkey on board. Okay. Good morning, sir. Klondike's here. It says morning on. Earl says the tube's buffering on him. Uh-oh. Mine hasn't. I got the tube on right here, and it hasn't been buffering. Mark says, in my pic, you can see how embarrassed my daughter is in the back. Yeah. She's giving you one of those old dad looks. All right. Well, I think we're caught up on the chat comments for a moment. I wanted to ask you, has anybody, since we've been kind of into this corona thing for a while now, has anybody out there experienced price gouging? And I have a reason for asking that I'll share with you in just a minute. Oh, she's female. My bad. Yeah, it's Andy with an I. Okay. My apologies, Andy. Yeah, I've been seeing some reports on the news this morning of places selling toilet paper for now I don't know how big the packs were, but they were selling for like $90 or something. Which, depending on how much is in there, when you break it down per roll, it may not be that bad. But I want to share something with you. Janet says songbirds are singing like crazy. Spring has sprung. Yeah, there's a lot of birds chirping and singing and stuff. It's I love that. I love spring. Spring is my favorite time of the year. I like seeing when the trees are all barren and no leaves or anything, and then everything just kind of pops to life. I love this time of year. Not the weeds so much, but yeah, everything else. The grass, basically when you cut grass, you got that fresh cut grass smell. I love that. No, anyway, I was checking that web page that I always check about the corona stuff, the cases and all that stuff. And one thing I did want to mention, I don't want to talk about all that too much, but this is like the second day in a row where China doesn't have any new cases. So that's good for everybody else because it means that eventually we'll whoop this thing. So we all just hang tight and tough it out. Yeah, Mark Graves says, every day of my life with price gouging, buy in China for 5 cents and sell for $9.99. Yeah. Well, I know you Canadian guys have it tough because you have all those whatever duty fees or what is it, import fees or something. I don't know, whatever that is. Everything costs more up there. Oh, Troy says I did not share the picture of the snake yesterday. Oh, Troy, you should have reminded me. Well, I'll look and see if I can find it right quick. But let me tell you this. Yeah, we're only about 15 minutes in. I went to the page, the Corona page here, and how this page, it's, I don't know what website it is, called worldometer something.com or I don't know, something like that. But anyway, there's ads on this page. Well, guess what the ads are for? What would when you have a page about coronavirus stats, who would want to advertise on that page? Well, a couple of different brands of hand sanitizer. And I don't know what that stuff costs. because I haven't bought any lately. But there's two different brands on here, and I clicked on the first one because it's got the little button that says shop now. So I clicked on it, and it is $8.90 a bottle. But and that I don't know, that may be good, but that's the travel size. So I'm betting it's like like a little dinky bottle for $8.90. And then I went on down to the other one. It's a little lower on the page. It's a different brand. And it was $9.90 a bottle. And again, it says travel size. So I don't know. I don't know whether that's a little overpriced or not. Maybe so. I don't know. Let's see. Did I miss anything? Wilson says no, but kind of spooky to see lots of items gone from the big grocery stores here. Yeah, Paul. Paul Camp's in the house. How you doing, Paul? Good to see you. Yeah, the masks. They're jumping those way up. I think I've got. It's probably not the real good kind, but the real cheapy kind you get from like Harbor Freight or something. I probably got some of those out in my shop somewhere. Of course, they're probably covered with dust because my shop is always real dusty. But probably better to breathe MDF dust than the coronavirus. J Fabrication says if social distancing does not work, they may just treat it like the chicken pox. Go hang out with a friend and build up your immune system. Don't take too seriously. Yeah. Well, eventually, I think eventually people are going to say, well, you know what? We're tired of sitting at home. We're going, we'll take our chances. So, Paul Camp says, I read this morning that President Trump may be exhibiting symptoms of the virus. I don't know. They said he was tested the other day, and he came out negative. But, he's around people all the time, so could be. Could be. I'll have to watch for that. Clyde's talking about the Canadian stuff. Brokerage fees on top of the tax. UPS charges to do the paperwork. Yeah. I know whenever I ship something to Canada, it's like, and when I say ship, I'm talking when I take something to the UPS store, and it's like a ton of paperwork. I mean, they have all kinds of forms, and I have to sign what looks like to be the same form 4 or 5 times, and then they wad them up and stick them in one of those little things. And it's, and every time I come in and go to the UPS store and I go, yeah, I got one going to Canada, they just kind of roll their eyes like, oh, they know it's a pain in the butt to ship them there. Steven, 10 times the price. I think, are you talking about the hand sanitizer, the travel size? Because that seemed pretty high to me. So if it's 10 times, it's $8.90. So you're saying it should be 89 cents for that little bottle, probably so. Janet says shouldn't be more than $2 at the most. Yeah. Now, don't you think that's funny though, or not funny, but ironic that here the page where people go on the internet to get their coronavirus stats, and here's price gouging right in front of you, right? Jeremiah Brown says they're destroying the Amazon sellers that are gouging, but there are probably so many it's hard to keep up with. Yeah. Yeah. Barry says buy a gallon of gas for $1.78 and use soap and water. You're sanitized. Yeah. There's my buddy Ray Whitaker. How you doing, Ray? You keeping everybody in town of Danville safe? I bet you are. Appreciate you stopping by, Ray. Time to learn how to make your own hand sanitizer. Well, I thought I read somewhere, and y'all can correct me if I'm wrong, but I thought I read somewhere that the that good old soap and water does better than hand sanitizer. That you should only use the hand sanitizer if you're someplace where you can't get to soap and water. I don't know. All right, by request, I'll keep checking on your comments here, but by request, I'm gonna come over here and see if I can find my snake photos, because everybody loves a good snake picture, right? Let's see if I can find them. I got them here somewhere. Do I have to put my glasses on to see them though? Probably. Mm-hmm. I don't know. I've switched computers around, so I don't know if they're on this one or on the other one. I got some good ones though. And it seems like I ran across them the other day. Oh, you know what? I know where I can find them. I know where I can find them. Let me close that out. Let me come over here to Facebook's. Maybe that's where I saw them the other day. Let's see here. Well, I don't know. Probably going to have to go looking. I don't know if they were in there or not. See, that's what happens when you get old. You put something in a safe place so you won't forget where it is, and then you forget where the safe place is. I saw them somewhere, and I posted them on Facebook, so that's why I'm looking over there in my albums, because Facebook keeps everything. Gary says, I saw where they found a stolen tractor trailer full of toilet paper. Not surprising. All right, now, apparently I post a ton of stuff on Facebook because I've got, and I bet you those snake pictures are on here. Most likely. Man, there's a lot of stuff in here. Oh, yeah, there's one. There's one. And this is probably the most scariest one. So let me share my screen. I hope you're watching, Troy. This is for you, buddy. This is the copperhead. And this is my garage, by the way. But this is a copperhead that I had come. This back when I was still working or working for somebody else. And I came home from work, and I always go in and out through the garage door. I raised the garage door up. I never used my front door. And opened up the door and came in, and I guess I was, had sat down and killed an hour or so, and I got ready to let Rocky out. I didn't even have Jack back then. And opened up the door, and Rocky ran down the steps and out and then I realized I'd left the big garage door open. Well, this guy was sitting right underneath my my little, this is like a little wagon thing you pull behind your lawn tractor. And there you can see he's popping his head up at me. But he was or she, whichever. I don't know which one it was. She was a good size, because copperheads don't get really long. They just get fat in the middle. And this was a big one. It was a full grown one, I'm sure. I don't know if I might find any other ones or not. I know I've got another cool one on here if I can find it. But yeah, that's the one I really didn't like, especially in my garage because I'm out there all the time, so I can't have something like that hanging around. Man, oh man, look at all these pictures. You don't realize how much stuff you post to Facebook till you go back and look through your old pictures. And I'm sure that other one's probably in here somewhere. Because I remember I'd come home from work one day for lunch, and I let Rocky out back, and he didn't even notice it. But I was looking out the window, and I saw this big, long black snake. That sucker was at least 6 foot long. So I grabbed my phone and walked outside, and he didn't, he didn't bother me. He just, I guess I was bothering him because as I walked out and got close to him to take a picture, he slowly worked his way up a tree. And that's the picture I'm looking for because I've got a um, picture of him as he's kind of stretched out going up that tree, and he's huge. He's every bit of 6 foot long. And when Ryan posted that picture the other day of that one falling out of the garage door or whatever, that reminded me of that. Well, good Lord, I'm scrolling. Oh, here's some more. Here's some more. Yeah, this is just to give you an idea of some of the. Oh yeah, there's that picture. Okay, here we go. This is the one where I'd walked over, and his tail is down in here somewhere, and you can see he's going up that tree. But yeah, he was probably about 6 foot long, going up that tree, and then I think there he is, stretched out on the ground. You can see that joker is long. Here's a king snake that I spotted one time, which those are the best kind of snakes to have because they'll eat the other snakes. And then here is a picture of another copperhead, but notice his head is missing. I introduced him to my shovel, and I should have made a belt out of that one, but I didn't. Well, you can see what I mean. They don't get real long, but they get fat right here in the middle. They're pretty big around. There's a picture. This is one I never did catch. This is up under my front porch. I think that's. Oh yeah, and then there's that other one. Yeah. All right, so there you go, Troy. There's your snake pictures. Let's see. Seniors have designated hours for shopping 7 to 8. That's good. That's good. Dave from Portal Woodworks is here. How you doing, David? Yeah, he said it was the sanitizer that's about 10 times too much. I done got behind on the comments now. According to the CDC, I am way behind on comments. Hand sanitizers are not as effective as soap and water. They don't eliminate all germs or work as well when hands become heavily soiled from activities like eating, physical activity, or camping. Yeah, I thought I'd heard that somewhere that they've said the best thing is just good old soap and water. But if you can't, if you're where you can't get to soap and water, then you carry the hand sanitizer like in your car or something. Which you probably should make sure you put a little dab on there and rub them real good after you've pumped gas because, everybody and their brother touches that pump handle. All right, I heard my little timer go off, so we're going to wrap this up. Let me go through here. And Dave Clemens says, staying in the car, it's now illegal to price gouge. Yeah, it's been illegal, but people are still doing it. That was my point. Is they're getting overwhelmed with calls of people reporting places that are price gouging, but they can't catch them all. Okay, because there's so many of them doing it. Janet's got a fact here. It says COVID-19 is an animal virus. Humans have no natural immunity like we do with the flu. It has already mutated twice, and they think it will again. That's why it's so hard to get a handle on. Yeah. LB says, I've been sick since last Friday. No fever, though. Okay. Well, I hope it's just something else, LB, and not no corona cooties. Yeah, Paul says soap and water's the best. All right. Morning, people on the road before the storm and shutdown. Jerry says, not use sanitizer in my life. Soap and water, people. I was the pause on every job I go on. Yeah. Yeah. All right. Bill's got a good tip here. He says, break out to Leonard Skinner or Stevie Ray Vaughan and have a good day. Don't obsess over what we can't change. Yeah. I'm going to head to my shopping. Play around. Maybe shoot a little video. Got to edit some video that I shot yesterday. And life goes on. Yeah. All righty. Yeah, Johnny says, to be honest, I'm pretty calm when people start hoarding grocery supplies. I will start to get nervous when supplies are not restocked and ammunition starts to become scarce. Only thing I have to say to that comment, Johnny, is bulkammo.com. Hashtag not sponsored. Bulkammo.com. Check it out. Yeah, pretty big snake. Yeah, it was a big one. But it didn't bother me. It just acted like it was mad that, if you're talking about the black one, it was mad that I went out there and bothered it and went up the tree. And then when I went back in the house, it came back down and went on about his business. And I leave all snakes, I leave them alone except for a copperhead. I will kill a copperhead just because my boys, I can't have them hurting my boys. And they will mess you up if you get bit. All righty. I'm kind of sort of caught up. Yeah, greed is spreading faster than the virus. That's the truth. George says, I'm going to rename Dave's show to the news we can all use. Yeah. All right. Well, everybody get out. Don't get out, but go have some fun. Stay safe. Wash your hands with soap and water. And have a good weekend. Don't keep the TV turned off. Don't worry about all this craziness. Just stay safe. Use your common sense, and we'll all get through this. And I'll see you on Monday, I imagine. And if you're not doing nothing Saturday night, come tune in and watch the CNC with Dave show. We'll be hanging out there about 8 p.m. Eastern. So, all right, we're out. See you guys. Have a great weekend.